Hello and welcome guys, this is the long awaited as usual stygian clear for me. This stygian, I'll put it out there immediately. I've gotten a decent chunk of practice in, and I think this is by far kind of like the easiest stygian, as the bosses are designed in a way that actually allows you to brute force them. It's just about whether or not you have the team to brute force them. So as you can see, my teams are very straightforward. It's literally all of my best DPS teams, and then it's just changing a bit of the comps depending on where they are most important. Theoretically, I could actually switch a lot of these teams together, but this is how I got my practice in, so these are kind of like the teams and the comps that I am used to playing. So we'll start with the easiest one, which should have already showcased in a previous video, and this one should be relatively easy. So what you generally want to do is that you want to not get hit now, because then you can see that I've already taken a good chunk of her HP down, and now we're just gonna on-field on Miko for a bit, and we'll try to... And I should actually on-field Fischl for a bit as well, purely to... yeah, to try to get some energy for her for Oz. But it appears that we won't be able to catch Oz in this rotation, which is a bit of a time loss, but other than that it's fine. We will get the energy here, which should be massive. And now we can go with Oz. And we can use our Miko Burst to do a good chunk of damage, and she's already down to half of the HP. We should dodge these attacks again, because these attacks, if we can dodge them, then it makes it a lot easier for us later. And now once again we want to use normals on Miko, and a burst should be able to take this down. And we can use our ult, and if I can switch, that would be great. And now we can just try to attack as much as possible, and if we can, then hopefully we will be able to clear, yep, before she goes for her shield. So that's a fairly... it wasn't as massive as I thought it would be. I thought I'd be able to clear in 90 seconds, but it is definitely a faster clear than before. So yeah, this one is literally just brute force with... you can't melt or vape on that shield, but you can do other reactions like overload, like electrocharge, like aggravate. And for me, my account is so heavily vertically invested into this team that it just works, and we have Dongli just so that we don't die. He makes it a lot easier. Theoretically, you could use other stuff. Shilonen worked really great for me. Lanyan can work really great. But Dongli is very comfy, a very easy pick. Now we'll go for Sigurd. And this one can be a bit more annoying. A lot of it has to do with this. He likes to teleport around the map a lot. Now we'll try to funnel particles to Stitlali, so that way we just have easier time getting Herra burst. And what we want to do with here, and I somehow managed to miss my ult, which is like, sure, whatever. So yeah, we'll need to do a proper rotation, usually by the time you get him down to the third phase. Yeah, missing that melt initially is quite huge, and missing initial other melts is big too. And definitely struggling with energy is another point of difficulty. And okay, and we missed. So that's the main problem with this guy, like especially initially you can't really set up on him well, because he teleports around the map so much, which makes it very annoying. If I could get my particles, that would be good. It appears that I've got much better RNG right now, so should be able to sit Lally Burst, and we actually get our burst. We don't get the melt here, but that's fine, we don't need it. We're wasting a bit of time here, if I'm being honest. But another solid melt. And we get this melt and this melt, and we missed that melt, so never mind. But it's fine. It's much more about just getting the phases down rather than actually doing the damage. As long as you're getting enough melts, then you're fine. It's mainly about just getting the melt and and getting those phases down. And that's the main important part. The more phases you can go for, the better time you have. Like here, we managed to stall out this attack from him, and as you can see, this is where I ended the battle previously. And now I'm in this phase a lot earlier, right? So this is kind of the difference. It's like just mainly how many shield phases you can do. Okay. And now we can ult. And that counts. I was very scared there. I was very scared, I'm not gonna lie. But it does count. So we managed to clear that one very nicely. And again, it's very brute forceable. As long as you have enough DPS, you can go for enough shield phases to the point where he hurts himself a lot. But obviously, once you go for the initial HP phase, then lunar damage is going to do a lot more damage. It's gonna do damage directly to his max HP, to the gray bar. So that makes it a lot easier if you have Lunar Bloom DPS, if you have Lunar Charge DPS. I don't have either, so just brute force is the way to go. We'll go for this one, which is the hardest one. And here I need to do a lot of very specific rotations. But that should be fine. So what we want to do here is we want to get all of our abilities ready for when he gets broken. Then we can start doing a lot of damage on him with Skulk. And what we want to do is, as you saw, we want to cheese big rotations when we can. And then we just want to do as much damage as we can. We're doing pretty good so far, I'd say. And here, what we want to do is mainly to just get Yelan. Make sure that we're doing that. Now we can use all of our abilities. And then we can Skulk again to do a big rotation. And we can go back to Furina. We're mainly trying to just proc Fab here, so that way we get energy on our Escoffier. And then we just wail on him until we get enough attacks in to kill. That was my best run. That was so good. I am so proud of myself, yeah. So this one took me a while because you really need to get the rotation down. You need to cheese the most that you can out of Skulk, because it's mainly like Skulk DPS and then a bit of off-field damage from Escoffier, and it's making sure that you have uptime on everything. You have uptime on Furina's minions, you have uptime on Skulk, you have uptime on Escoffier, I should say. You're making sure that her thing is not on, it's not off. So yeah, this stygian, I think by far, while it does have some annoying mechanics that you need to deal with, the fact that essentially almost any enemy here can be brute forceable in a way makes it so that it's probably the best stygian we've had so far. Obviously it's difficult and not every account can do it, but if you have enough teams that are a lot of the current big DPSs, if you have Varese, if you have Arlecchino, if you have any of the Lunars, like Flins and Nefer, if you have Molani is very good on first. It's like you have so many options of like the good DPSs that it's just pick and choose where you want to put them rather than be limited to only being able to choose to use one or two specific teams that only work there. With that said, let's go over my teams really quick. So we have our newly added Yelan into the account, very decent ratio on Fav, 4-piece emblem, C0 and double crown, Furina, double crown, C0, golden troop, 4-piece, Flav as the weapon, and decent crit ratio with a lot of ER. Skirk, we are actually on Mistsplitter. I needed that extra DPS, and because we don't have Dahlia on the team, we don't have a shielder on the team, no Dahlia, no Sitlali, I can't go with Eshu, so we have to go with Mistsplitter, and that's the reason why Bennett didn't have it. And on 4-piece Maréchaussée, C0 and double crown, Escoffier, double crown, C0, golden troop, on Fav, obviously, decent amount of attack, decent amount of ER, decent amount of crit, Shilonen, decent amount of crit and ER for Herra Fav, we are looking at R1 Fav, C0, 4-piece hero, and triple crown, Sitlali, double crown, C0, 4-piece hero again, on Sackprog for the energy, and we are actually on an ER sense on this one, so my EM is very low, but you don't really need the shield, it's much more just about having the ER, getting your burst, because it's very valuable for this team. Same for Escoffier, we are actually on an ER sense, unlike usually where I would be on an attack sense, and that way I would be able to heal a lot more. We'll go into our Mawika, decent crit ratio, and we are on Serpent Spine, 4-piece Codex, C0, double crown, Bennett, double crown, C6, on 4-piece Noblesse, on Sapwood Blade for the ER and high base attack. And yeah, so we have a lot of ER, we have an okay base attack, like again, it could be better, but if I had Skyward Blade, I would probably go for that one, but I don't, so Sapwood Blade it is. Nahida, by far my 1-to-2 ratio, very good. A good chunk of EM as well. On signature weapon, 4-piece Deepwood. C2, triple crown. Official, 12-12 on the talents. C6, 4-P golden troop. On Stringers R5. Decent crit ratio and a good chunk of EM and attack. Miko, very good ratio on the signature, 4-piece gilded, C3 because I just unlocked it, and triple crown. And lastly, Dongli, double crown, C0, 4-piece tenacity, on Fav, and a decent crit ratio with a decent amount of ER, but it's not really needed, he's mainly there to be a shield bot. So yeah, these were my teams. Now I can go back to my usual builds and I don't have to worry about this mode ever again for the next like 5 weeks. Feels good, man. I don't know when it's next patch. It's maybe okay, it's a lot less than 5 weeks. But yeah, with that though, I do hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time. Until then, bye.